just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
UConn going back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fareed. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Picked off to stop the threat. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Pulls it in, it's Murphy. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They get it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Toss sweep to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got
you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That's caught. It's Murphy. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and mostly
into the secondary on the... And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Fagnano. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. to set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the Running Rebels of UNLV. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Irvin. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Trying to set up the screen. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
He's not going to get in. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the run, it's Riley. Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st. Turning on the Jets. Discards him with the stiff arm.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense can't.
Turning it on! And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the...
Touchdown, Vegas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
The 40.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
He'll try the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in, using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Touchdown Broncos! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Gets it out fast. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Rebels have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Calandria. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Bust through behind his pad. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. But a little time, lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and as the saying goes, you do that on first down, and you probably just played yourself.
Yeah, no, but beautiful, beautiful first down call. That's what I was thinking going into this game, guys, when we were studying these teams, was first down is a good opportunity to bring on the field goal unit and see what kind of success we can have.
Makes the grab. It's Gums. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near...
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
27, Boise State, 17.
Coming out with it, it's Bates. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Boise State, 24.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boise State! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Hauls it in. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Got his man quickly. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNLV. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. The stiff arm gets him loose. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it, it's Riley. Fights off a defender.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got it set up on the outside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Broncos looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Broncos!
And man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Calandria. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game.
And And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They'll send out the kicker here. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for the...
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Got it in the middle. It's Gaines. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Gaines. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Right down the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gump. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he makes the extra point.
48, Boise State, 45.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great...
There's a live football. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was... or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Pulls it in. It's Gaines. Still on his feet at the 40. Drills him with the stiff arm. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Gaines. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Here we go. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Madsen. Safe completion on the screen. Running through contact. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They want to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the...
Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th.
Boise State
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking, understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tied ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Hurls it in. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has them set up. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Boise State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gums. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Calandria. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This time he's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
That makes the score 46.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news